You thought the World Cup was wild? Now imagine Real Madrid, Flamengo, Ahly, Man City, and Inter Miami all fighting for one trophy. Let's break down every club heading to the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, and starting with the biggest boss, Real Madrid. Real Madrid, fam. These guys aren't just a club, they're basically football royalty. With 14 Champions League trophies and a history packed with legends like Ronaldo, Zidane, and now Vinicius Jr., they're the team you either love or love to hate. Their game is pure class mixed with some serious firepower, and they've got that perfect blend of youth and experience that keeps them deadly no matter the opponent. And yeah, whenever they step on the pitch, you know something special's about to happen. But if you think they're untouchable, wait until you see who's coming for their crown. Manchester City. Speaking of coming for the crown, Manchester City is like that super smart squad that has figured out how to play chess while everyone else is still playing checkers. Pep's got them playing the slickest possession football you'll see, with insane pressing and passing that just never stops. Watching City is like watching a perfectly choreographed dance, but instead of ballerinas, it's De Bruyne pulling strings and Haaland smashing goals. They've been dominating the Premier League for years now, and honestly, it feels like nothing will stop them anytime soon. But Europe's a different beast, and the competition is fierce, like Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, the German machine. These guys are pure power and discipline, with that no-nonsense attitude that makes them so dangerous. They don't mess around, it is straightforward, physical football backed by some serious talent like Kimmich and Musiala. They emerge as the Bundesliga champs year after year, and in Europe, they're always a nightmare to face. What I love about Bayern is their mental toughness. When it's crunch time, they're the team that digs deep and shows up big. So yeah, from Bayern's German precision, we're heading next to Chelsea. Watching Chelsea has been a roller coaster lately, but don't sleep on them. The Blues mix that classic English hard-nosed defense with flashes of creative magic. Plus, their European pedigree is no joke. They've got a history of showing up when it counts, and that mix of youth and experience is starting to gel. They're very dangerous, especially in tournaments like this, where they always seem to come alive and thrive under pressure. Next up, we've got Paris Saint-Germain. PSG, man. It used to be all about the star power. Neymar, Messi, Mbappe. But ever since the big names moved on, something unexpected happened. They actually became a better team. More balanced, more focused, and way more dangerous. And the results speak for themselves. I mean, they did win the Champions League by winning 5-0 against Inter Milan. That's not just a win, that's a statement. They can break teams down with pace, flair, and skills that leave defenders spinning, but it's also about how well they gel as a unit, because raw talent alone won't cut it at this level. Hey, if you've been enjoying this video as much as I have, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now let's switch to an old-school Italian team. Juventus. Juventus is like that tough, no-nonsense friend who's been around forever, always showing up to the party but maybe not as flashy as the others. The old lady's got a reputation built on solid defense, tactical smarts, and moments of brilliance. They've been rebuilding recently, mixing some young talent with veterans like Chiesa, and they still pack a punch. Italy's football culture runs deep here, and Juve's hungry to remind Europe they're not done yet. Speaking of tough football, Atletico Madrid. Atletico is the perfect example of never backing down. Simeone's squad is built like a brick wall, defense first, super disciplined, and deadly on the counterattack. They might not have the flashiest squad, but their spirit and fight are off the charts. You know when Atletico shows up, it's going to be tough and full of passion. Their success in Spain and Europe proves that heart beats talent sometimes. Now, let's move to a younger team. Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund is like the cool kids on the block. Young, loud, and full of energy. They're known for attacking football that's fast, exciting, and unpredictable, the kind of team that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Their fans are some of the loudest in Europe, and while they might not have the same trophy haul as some others, don't let that fool you. These guys reached the Champions League final in 2024, and that run proved that they've got serious game too. Next up, Porto. Porto's that club that quietly keeps stacking trophies, especially in Europe. They might not have the glitz of the Big Five leagues, but when it comes to punching above their weight in the Champions League, these guys are pros. They are known for disciplined defense and sharp counterattacks, and honestly, you have to respect their tactical game. And talking about Portuguese giants, you can't skip Benfica. Benfica is the pride of Lisbon and one of the most historic clubs in the world. These guys have a trophy cabinet that could make any club jealous, with a legacy built on producing stars and battling fiercely in both Portugal and Europe. They bring that passionate Portuguese style. They're technical, energetic, and come with a real fighting spirit. Inter Milan. Inter Milan, the Nerazzurri, are a perfect example of Italian football's strength and tactical brilliance. They play smart, physical, and with a bit of flair, all wrapped up in that blue and black pride. They've reached back-to-back Champions League finals in 2023 and 2025, and that consistency shows they were made for tournaments like this. With a blend of old-school strength and fresh talent, Inter is knocking on the door, and you can bet they're hungrier than ever to finally kick it down. Red Bull Salzburg. Red Bull Salzburg might be Austria's underdog story, but don't be deceived. This club is a straight-up talent factory, with the way they pump out young stars who often end up shining on bigger stages. Their style is high-energy pressing and attacking football that's both exciting and effective. To be honest, Salzburg's been shaking things up in Europe and proving that youth development can seriously compete. It's time to switch continents to the South American giants. Starting with Palmeiras. Palmeiras is Brazilian football royalty and currently one of the hottest clubs in South America. With a squad packed full of skill, grit, and tactical smarts, they've dominated the Brasileirão and made serious noise in the Copa Libertadores. Their playstyle mixes samba flair with disciplined teamwork, which is why they're a nightmare to play against. They bring that unique Brazilian passion and creativity, but with a modern edge that's helped them rack up trophies recently. But if Palmeiras set the bar for Brazilian powerhouses, the next club takes that flair to a whole new level. Flamengo. This club is basically samba football in full swing. The total package: relentless attack, skillful dribbling, and a fan base that's loud as hell. They've got history, trophies, and recent success to back it all up. When Flamengo's on, they put on a show, with star players who can turn the game in seconds. Think of them as the wild party to Palmeiras' disciplined dinner. Speaking of Argentina teams, we jump over to River Plate. River Plate isn't just a club, it's a football institution in Argentina. They are known for playing an aggressive, attacking style and are a perfect example of why Argentine football is so loved worldwide. They've got a trophy cabinet stuffed with domestic and international honors, plus a history of producing some of the sport's biggest stars. River's games are never boring because it's all about attacking football with precision and passion. Now, this next team brings a completely different vibe but with just as much history. Boca Juniors. Boca Juniors and River Plate are one of football's ultimate rivalries. Think siblings who just can't quit each other. Boca's style is tougher, more defensive, and built on passion that runs so deep, and their history is rich with trophies and iconic moments that have shaped South American football. Let me not even talk about the fans. Their fans are some of the most intense and loyal in the world. Fluminense. Fluminense is that classy Brazilian side, mixing traditional flair with some exciting young talent bursting through. They don't have the trophy overload of Flamengo or Palmeiras yet, but their style is creative, with a focus on skill and quick passing that makes them exciting to watch. Fluminense is a team on the rise, trying to carve out its own legacy in a country crowded with giants. Speaking of climbing up, let's talk about another historic Brazilian club that's ready to surprise the world. Botafogo. Forget underdog stories. Botafogo just wrote a whole new chapter. After decades of being the scrappy, sentimental favorite, they flipped the script in 2024 by winning the Copa Libertadores. Yeah, that Botafogo. The club with the old-school charm, the black and white stripes, and a fan base that never gave up, even when the trophies did. Now, they're not just back, they're a real threat. Their run to continental glory wasn't luck. It was focus, tactics, and a squad that played like they had something to prove. Their style still has that old-school Brazilian flair, but it's layered with modern aggression and rock-solid team spirit. Botafogo isn't just representing Brazil, they're representing redemption. And heading into the Club World Cup, they're not the team you casually overlook anymore. They're the one you circle in red. Monterrey. Monterrey is like the tactical boss of CONCACAF. They are disciplined, smart, and always dangerous. They've got a reputation for grinding out results and making life tough for anyone who underestimates them. If you want a team that's solid at the back but can strike when it counts, Monterrey's your guy. Speaking of striking, over in the States, Seattle Sounders bring that MLS flair with a huge fan base backing every move. Seattle Sounders. Seattle Sounders have been one of MLS's shining stars, known for their exciting attacking style and a stadium that's basically a fortress thanks to the loudest fans in the league. Their mix of American grit and international talent makes them a serious threat in any tournament. Plus, their fans bring that special kind of energy you just don't get everywhere. Next up, we have Los Angeles FC. LAFC is another new kid on the block that everyone's talking about. They bring a fresh vibe to MLS with a focus on attacking football and some serious flair. Plus, the city's star power off the pitch adds a cool factor that makes them one of the most exciting teams to watch. LAFC feels like the future of North American soccer, and their rise has been wild to witness. Coming up next, Pachuca. Pachuca might not grab headlines like some others, but this Mexican club has a respected legacy built on consistency and strong fundamentals. They've developed some serious talent over the years and have a knack for getting the job done even when the spotlight's elsewhere. With a blend of tactical smarts and steady performance, Pachuca's a club you want to keep an eye on in any tournament. They're the kind of team that quietly keeps climbing and making noise. Now, from Mexico, let's move to the host city's team, Inter Miami. Let's be real, no team on this list got a bigger glow-up than Inter Miami. From a team that was once just another MLS expansion side, they became a global talking point the moment Lionel Messi joined them. Since joining in 2023, he's been the heartbeat of the squad, and he's still going strong in 2025. Add in Suarez, Busquets, and Jordi Alba. Yeah, they basically recreated Barca in South Beach. Now, let's talk about the Asian teams. Al Hilal. These guys are the absolute giants of Saudi football. They aren't just big in their region, they're packing serious star power and a squad that can go toe-to-toe with anyone. They've dominated the AFC Champions League for years, with the trophies, the fans, and the skill to prove it. And lately, they've taken it up a notch with massive signings like Neymar, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, and Aleksandar Mitrovic. That kind of firepower isn't just for show. It's a statement. Al Hilal isn't just here to compete, they're here to win. Full stop. Urawa Red Diamonds. Urawa Red Diamonds are the heartbeat of Japanese football. They are consistent, disciplined, and backed by some of the most passionate fans in Asia. This club lives and breathes football culture, and their style is all about teamwork and tactical precision, with just enough flair to keep things exciting. Urawa's history is solid, but it's their fan culture that really sets them apart. If you've never seen their ultras in action, you're missing out. Al Ain. They might not grab the global headlines like some other Asian clubs, but they're a powerhouse in the UAE and beyond. Al Ain has consistently punched above its weight in the AFC Champions League. They've got a balanced squad that is always ready to grind out results when it counts. This club's steady approach makes them one of the toughest teams to break down in Asia, and they are proof that you don't always need flashy football to get trophies. Now, from the deserts of the United Arab Emirates, let's move to the speed and stamina of South Korea's Ulsan HD FC. South Korea's Ulsan HD brings that insane work rate and relentless energy to the pitch. These guys are all about speed, stamina, and never giving an inch. You know, classic Korean football at its finest. Ulsan's got a well-oiled machine vibe that blends disciplined defending with quick attacks that can catch teams off guard. They've had solid success in Asia, and their no-nonsense style means they're always a tough opponent. If you love high-energy games with lots of end-to-end action, Ulsan's the team to watch. Now, what about the African teams? Let's start with Al Ahly. These guys are absolute legends, the undisputed kings of African club football. Seriously, no one matches their trophy haul or their insane fan base. They are popularly known as the club of the century, and have this winning mentality that's just built into their DNA. Their style is tough, disciplined, but also creative enough to break down any defense. They've dominated the KF Champions League for years and always bring that electric atmosphere wherever they go. Facing Al Ahly is like stepping into fire. You'd better bring your A game. Next up, Wydad Casablanca. Wydad Casablanca is all about passion and strength, the kind of team that embodies the Moroccan spirit. They've got that never-say-die attitude and play with this intensity and a physical edge that makes them tough to beat. Wydad has won multiple CAF titles, and their recent campaigns show they're still very much in the hunt for more glory. Espérance de Tunis. Espérance de Tunis is the embodiment of Tunisian pride, a club known for balanced, smart football combined with a relentless spirit. They might not be the flashiest, but their consistency and tactical discipline have earned them respect all over Africa. Espérance has lifted the CAF Champions League trophy multiple times and has proved they know how to perform when it counts. Their defense is solid, their midfield hard-working, and they play with a kind of toughness that wears opponents down over 90 minutes. Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns bring that signature South African flair. They are smooth on the ball, creative in attack, and with a style that's both entertaining and effective. These guys have been dominant in their local league and have made serious waves on the continental stage. They combine skillful midfield maestros with quick, tricky forwards, and honestly, they are a headache for any defense. Sundown's style isn't just about flash, though. They know how to win and mix flair with smart game management. And finally, we finish off with the consistent underdog from Oceania, Auckland City. Now, Auckland City might not have the glitz or global star power of the European giants or South American legends, but don't sleep on these guys. They're the scrappy underdog that keeps showing up year after year, punching way above their weight. They are known for their disciplined teamwork and never back down attitude, and they have dominated the OFC Champions League with 13 titles, and they hold that record. Sure, the spotlight isn't always on them, but that kind of consistency and hunger makes them a real wild card in this tournament. And there you have it, the full squad list for the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. From Real Madrid's legends to Auckland City's scrappy underdogs, this tournament's stacked with stories, drama, and some serious football firepower. Whoever you're rooting for, one thing's for sure, it's gonna be one wild ride. So who's your pick to lift the trophy? Drop your predictions and favorite teams in the comments below. I want to hear all your takes. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more football deep dives, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next video.